What if I told you that it were possible to make up to $10,000 to $15,000 per month, all from the comfort of your home and without ever having to touch a physical product, and starting with zero with something called Etsy Print on Demand? Well, I already know and expect that I'll get comments like this. Oof. Well, you see, there's somebody who clearly knows what they're talking about. But seriously, Etsy Print on Demand is something that anybody can do. It doesn't matter what your skill level is, how much money you have or don't have, because I'm gonna show you step by step exactly how you can start your own Etsy Print on Demand business. And then at the very end of this video, I've got a special treat for you guys. I'm gonna be starting my own Etsy Print on Demand business live in this video, and I'm gonna walk you through the entire process of me doing that step by step. So for starters, what exactly is Etsy Print on Demand? Print on Demand is when you work with suppliers that provide you with white label products like blank hats, t-shirts, phone covers, and virtually anything that you can think of to then place your own designs on those products and sell them as your own. For example, if I go to Etsy and I type in graphic t-shirts into the search bar, I get pages upon pages of t-shirts being sold, most of them with some sort of graphic or text on them. And the good thing about a print on demand business is that you literally never have to manage, store, or protect any physical products. And that's because products are only created after a sale goes through. And then the product is sent directly to the customer from the actual print on demand supplier. So to get started with Etsy Print on Demand, the first thing you need to decide on is exactly what products you'll be selling. My personal recommendation here is that you want to try and stick with a particular niche, right? What I mean by this is you don't want to go and sell cat clothing, as in like, actual clothing that cats wear alongside shower curtains, right? The two just don't make sense being sold together. Instead, I want you to either get really good at just selling one thing or sell things that have some type of correlation together. And once you've actually decided on what you're gonna sell, it's now time to start coming up with design ideas, which means the first thing we'll need to do is actually come up with some inspiration. And there are a variety of places that you can go for design inspiration. You've got Dribbble, Pinterest, Design Inspiration. These are just a few examples, right? But let's just say, for example, that you wanted to find design inspiration for socks. What you would do is, for example, go to Pinterest and then simply type in sock inspiration or maybe sock design. And what you'll get are hundreds of different sock designs. And if you keep on scrolling, the ideas just keep on flowing. Now, the point here is not to copy these ideas verbatim, right? Like, I'm not encouraging you to go and steal these ideas and potentially find yourself in legal trouble. No, there's a big difference between stealing and being inspired. For example, these socks here are pretty cool, right? And actually something I just noticed coincidentally, and I promise this was not set up, but this pin here actually leads to an Etsy page. And if we click right here to actually go and look at the Etsy page, we can see that these socks are selling for $10.27 for one single pair. And at this point, I'm actually pretty curious. We're digressing a little bit here, but I'm just gonna go to the seller's page and we can see that they literally just sell tons of socks. And so I'm just gonna do a little bit of math here just for fun and say 31,000 sales total, multiply that by $10.27 because that's what it looks like pretty much all their socks are selling for. And so 31,000 times 10.27 equals a big number, right? Over $318,000 in sales just from Etsy alone. And just keep in mind, this is mostly passive income because my guess is they're probably doing Etsy Print on Demand as well. And so the only thing they have to do is come up with the occasional sock design and that's it, because everything else is done for them automatically. Anyways, we're digressing a lot. Let's just get back to actually designing the products, right? So let's just say, for example, that we're drawing inspiration from this sock idea. What I'm gonna do is go to this site here, rawpixel.com, and then go to elements. And we've got a lot of categories here, but what I'll do for this example is just click on PNG graphic elements and then shapes and then filter the elements by free and then just start scrolling through until you find something that you like. And so I like these shapes right here, and so I'll go ahead and download it for free. And this right here will be the foundation of my sock design. Now, I know you're probably thinking right now, Joshua, where the heck is this going, right? These are just shapes. How can you actually make a design with just a couple of shapes? Well, let me show you. So what I'll do is click on the link in the description below this video to go to this website right here, printify.com, and then simply click right here where it says start selling and sign up for free. Once you're signed up, you should see this page right here, right? You can order a sample of a product, you can connect your Etsy store to Printify, which we'll do later, or you can start designing your own custom product, and that's what we'll do first. And so from this page, there is a massive catalog of different products that you can customize, but the one that we'll focus on right now are socks. And so I'll click on socks and then click on start designing. And you'll notice 4 different angles here. Okay, so you've got the front left leg, the front right leg, the back left leg, and the back right leg. And so you can see you have a lot of control and flexibility over the design. Next, over here under add design from, I'm gonna click on my device and then upload those shapes that we just downloaded for free on Raw Pixel. Then click on the shape layer over here, and what you'll do is just turn on this option here that says create pattern. Okay, so what this does is it just repeats the design over and over again on that specific part of the sock. And you can do things like adjust the horizontal and vertical spacing, the offset, the angle, and if we preview it, you'll see that it actually looks pretty good, right? And you would either just repeat this on all sides of the sock, or you could get a little bit more creative if you wanted to. And so what I'll do is click on this back left leg, and then I'm gonna go to a site called unsplash.com, which if you don't know, Unsplash is an amazing website. All the images on this website are 100% free to use for commercial and personal use. And what I'll do, for example, is just type in maybe pink background or something. I'm gonna download, I don't know, this one right here. And so once that's downloaded, I'll go back to Printify and then upload that image and then click on fill to placeholder and then review it. As you can see, it's definitely something. Not my favorite design, to be honest with you. It's not beautiful, but you get the point, right? The point is that it's incredibly easy to create designs with Printify. It's easy to move around, it's easy to navigate. Let's just say, for example, that I wanted to scrap this entire design because honestly, it doesn't look great. And I said to myself, you know what? I want a yellow sock with red strawberries on it or something. Go back to rawpixel.com, type in strawberry, filter by free, and download this strawberry right here, okay? And then go back to Printify, upload the strawberry into Printify, and then do the same pattern settings that we did last time. Let's change the background color of this sock to yellow, and then preview it, and boom, there you go, right? Perhaps you say, Joshua, I hate patterns. Okay, cool. Maybe you just want to put different pictures of palm trees on your socks. And so you can go to unsplash.com, type in palm trees, and then just download the first one that catches your eye, and then upload it into Printify, preview, and boom, now you have palm tree socks. Maybe you just want to go really crazy and put random photos of people on your socks, right? And so you go to Unsplash, type in face, and download the first face that you see, upload it, and boom, look at that sock. I mean, can you just imagine the conversations that would start from this sock? And this could be your thing, right? Random strangers on socks. I know it sounds crazy, but I guarantee you it's not been done before, and I bet you it would work. Listen guys, I could go on and on with this, right? But the point here is that you don't have to be an expert designer, somebody who knows how to, design graphics from scratch to be able to do this successfully. Just find inspiration, go to sites like Raw Pixel and Unsplash and Pexels or Envato Elements, and find free images and graphics that you can use on your products. Imagine for a second that you sold, I don't know, shirts. And your thing could be that you would just place square images from unsplash.com of different cities on shirts, and that could just be your thing. And maybe you could put like the name of the city somewhere on the shirt. I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas here, right? In fact, I might just do that myself. I'm gonna create a Etsy print-on-demand business where I sell t-shirts with square images of cities on them and the name of the city somewhere on the t-shirt. I'm gonna do that, right? And if you guys want me to document the entire process, the entire journey, comment down below that you would like me to document that journey of me starting an Etsy print-on-demand shop. And if enough people comment down below, then I'll do that. And at some point in the future, I'll give you guys updates and just kind of, show you that it's possible. Okay, now let's talk about how to actually integrate Printify with your Etsy store. So the way this works is when somebody orders something from your Etsy store, that order automatically gets sent to Printify, who then creates the product and ships that product directly to your customer, which means you literally have to do nothing except for come up with the designs. And so the first thing that you'll need, obviously, is an Etsy store, right? And this takes like 2 minutes to set up. Simply go to etsy.com, scroll to the very bottom of the site where it says sell on Etsy, and then open up your Etsy shop. Next, assuming that you've already got a free Printify account, you're simply just gonna go to printify.com, click up here on my store, and then click here where it says manage my stores, and then you'll see a button that says connect. You'll hit that button, and then you'll see Etsy is one of the top options. And when you click on connect, it'll take you directly to this page here, asking if you want to grant Printify access to your Etsy shop. You'll of course agree to grant Printify access, and then it's going to redirect you back to Printify where you'll see this success message here. And that's it. It's literally that easy. And now you can publish products directly from your Printify account and have listings created automatically to your Etsy store. But what I'll do now is just go ahead and create my own Etsy shop, create my first product on Printify, connect my Printify account with my Etsy shop, and just walk you guys through the entire process that I just taught you step by step with my own Etsy print on demand shop so that you can see for yourself that literally anybody can start this. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna go to Etsy and create a new account. And actually, before I even do that, I'm going to create a new Gmail account specifically for this business. And I'll just call it the name of my Etsy shop, which is Eli Label, which is after my son Elisha. And so I'll just do Eli Label Etsy at gmail.com. And once this email is created, I'll just go ahead and go back to Etsy and then open up a new shop. Next, I'm gonna go to Printify and I'll do the same exact thing, okay? Use my new email address to sign up for a new Printify account. Now, if you recall from earlier, I told you that the premise of my print on demand business was that I was going to sell t-shirts with like square cities on them. And so the first thing that I'm gonna do is just go to Unsplash, and if I simply type in city or aerial view, I'll basically get an infinite supply of completely free images that I can use on my product. And so I'll go with this sort of iconic New York City image here. And like I showed you earlier, I'm just gonna go to my Printify account, go to shirts, and I'm simply going to import the image from Unsplash into my Printify account and then place it on the t-shirt. And I may make a few minor adjustments here and there, but for the most part, this is the design. And maybe I'll add somewhere on this shirt like the name of the city, and I'll just kind of play around with the text here a bit. And I think I like this. I think this is pretty cool looking. And so what I'll do is just save the product, and that's it. Now, I'm doing all this stuff live so that you guys can see that this whole process does not have to be complicated, right? Like, you don't have to overthink the design. You don't have to overthink the name of your business. You don't have to overthink any of these things. Just start doing, just start taking action, and then you'll start getting results. Now, can you take more time and put more thought into your designs? Of course, like if that's what you want to do, if you want to take more time, then by all means, take more time. But what I'm doing is just showing you that the process doesn't have to take days, weeks, or even months. So I've got my first product here ready to sell on Etsy. What's next? Well, it's time to actually go and connect Printify with my Etsy shop. And so if you recall from earlier in the video, what I'll do is just go up here to my store and then click on the drop down here and select manage stores. And then you'll see a button that says connect. And so I'll just press that button and then choose Etsy and then connect it. And so now if I click up here again, you'll see that the product I just created shows up. And the only thing I would have to do to get this product published to Etsy is just simply click on publish. But before I do that, one thing that you'll want to actually do first is go into the product and actually check the pricing, because I think that Printify will give you a suggested price, but I wouldn't recommend necessarily going with their suggestion. What I would do is actually go to Etsy and just check to see what similar products to yours are selling for. And so for example, in my case, I'm just going to go to Etsy and type in graphic t-shirts art. And so as you can see, most of these t-shirts are priced between $20 and $30. And so what I'll do is I'll just price mine at $19.99. And now, as you can see, my product is officially listed on Etsy. Your boy is in business, right? And that took us all of, what, 5 minutes to do? Guys, listen, all of you. I know that all of you have the potential, have the ability to change the trajectory of your life if you want to. Will it take work? Yes. Will there be times where you doubt yourself and you wonder if you're doing the right thing? Yes. But that's all a part of the journey. And if you ever want to improve your life, improve the quality of your life, and make more money and just, be able to better yourself, better your family, whatever, you have to be on the journey, right? And if you're on the journey, there are going to be obstacles that you have to face. That's just a part of it. Guys, if you have not already dropped a like down below for the YT algo and subscribe to the channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. I would appreciate you so much if you did both those things. You guys are all amazing. I appreciate every single person watching this video, all of you. I mean it, and I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day or night. And as always, I will see you again very soon. Take care.